I wanted to frame up the 2 days with a bit of a discussion to kind of get us in the proper frame of mind thinking about customer loyalty and what it actually means and how we can actually cultivate it and how we can build relationships with our customers. So I want to talk to you, yeah, that's me, you know me. I'm going to talk to you about the concept of power animals. So everybody know what I mean when I say power animal? It's like a Native American would refer to it as a spirit animal, right? It's kind of a symbolic representation of your animating spirit. So you might think of yourself as an eagle, somebody that's soaring and majestic, right? Or you might think of yourself as a wolf, you know, a silent predator. Or you might think of yourself as a noble jungle cat, right? Or maybe you think of yourself as a proud stoic bear. Now, if you ask my wife what my power animal is, she will be very quick to tell you that my power animal is the sloth. And she'd be happy to spend some time telling you why. But we all have a power animal. Now, when we think about customer loyalty, can anybody tell me what animal comes to mind when we think about the concept of loyalty? Dog? The dog. What do we know about dogs? Dogs are loyal, right? What are some of the characteristics of a dog? Man's best friend, right? Unconditional love. So when we think about the characteristics of a dog and we try to apply them to the concept of customer loyalty, we start to think this way, right? We think that no matter what we do, whenever we pick up the phone, the dog is always going to be on the other end, right? When we dangle some type of little treat out in front of the dog, we know the dog is always going to come scrambling for the treat. He's going to love us for it, right? When we just represent ourselves through our customer experience or anything else that we try to do to build a relationship, we think that the dog is always going to love us no matter what we do. Now, how many of us know customers that act like this? Anybody? I don't know any. So if we think that dog is probably not a useful metaphor for thinking about customer loyalty, is there an animal that perhaps better represents the concept of customer loyalty? Anybody think of one? We have a winner. The cat. What do we know about cats? Cats are not loyal, right? Cats are what have you done for me lately creatures, right? Yeah, you changed my litter box for the past 2 weeks and you gave me catnip and you fed me, but yeah, that was yesterday, right? This is how cats think of us. So when we think about customers as cats, what we know about them is they're not necessarily that interested in your Facebook page, right? They are not really that interested in your communications. They might be, but for the most part, they're going to ignore them. They are not here to help you, right? They don't care what your problems are. They don't care about your operating margins. They don't care about how tough things are for you. They're just going to do what they're going to do, and if you need their help, well, that's kind of too bad, right? So this is a much more useful metaphor for thinking about customer loyalty. Now, so those of you that are a bit of my generation or older might remember a movie from the 80s called Cat People, starring Natasha Kinski. And in this movie, she played an alien who, whenever she had intimate relations with someone, would turn into a giant black panther and eat them, right? So I'm thinking to myself, this is actually a pretty useful metaphor for how our customers treat us. The truth is we're kind of terrified of our customers, right? We're terrified of them. We don't know what to do with them. We don't know how to build loyalty with them. But we got to figure it out somehow. So one of the things you need to remember, especially when you're thinking about comparing cats and dogs, is that dogs see us as we see ourselves, right? As the heroes of our own lives. Cats, on the other hand, see us as we really are, as big, dumb schlubs, right? So it's a useful metaphor to kind of frame the debate for how we're going to build relationships with cat people who really may not be that interested in what we had to say unless we can provide consistent relative value. So the best that we can hope for is that maybe some of our cat people know some dogs and some of the dog behavior will rub off on them. So that's what we're going to try to do. We're going to spend a lot of time over the next 2 days thinking about customer loyalty, thinking about how to build stronger relationships, thinking about how to use data to build those relationships, thinking about where this world of loyalty marketing fits within the paradigm of big data. We're going to talk about all that, and I'm going to be very interested myself in learning from a lot of you guys, so I'm looking forward to it, and I hope you are too. And now we're going to carry on with the with the rest of the agenda, and we're going to kick off with a speaker that I'm very excited to hear from Popeyes, Cheryl Batchelder. And the reason why I'm so excited is those of you that have known me for a while may have noticed that I've lost a little weight, right? And the reason why I've lost weight is because I'm on Weight Watchers, but it's been hard for me because I'm a huge Popeyes fan. My wife is from Louisiana, so she introduced me to Popeyes, and I love it. And I can tell you right now, the Weight Watchers points value of every single item on the Popeyes menu. I can do it. The chicken breast is 10 points, the red beans and rice is 8 points, the biscuits 3 points, the mashed potatoes are 4 points. I know it all, right? So I'm living proof that you can enjoy Popeyes as part of a healthy, balanced diet. So now we're going to hear more about how Popeyes builds relationships with their customers. So please welcome, without further ado, Cheryl Batchelder.